Hello, how's it going? My name's Thatcher Michelson, and if you're on this page, you probably already very well know that because this is not a public page. This is a private page. It's a private video for my friends and family. And thank you so much for coming to check it out. I really appreciate your time, and I'll try to be quick, but this is a pretty important thing. So if you're interested, stick with me. I'm standing here by the Browns River in Westford, Vermont, at my farm, Here Together Farm. And I have a proposition for you. Really exciting opportunity to become part of the farm, actually. Putting together a group of 20 people, and I've already found 13 of them to invest $10,000 each into buying the farm together as a tribe, as a cooperative. And we'll be doing so through a platform called TribeVest. TribeVest.com is the really incredible platform we'll be using for handling all of our legal structure, the LLC setup, the communications, the accounting, all the voting for the organization. So you can feel comfortable that everything's set up professionally, legally, and that your investment is protected. Now, what is the money going to be used for? How are we going to finance the farm? And how are we going to make money to make a return on your investment? I'll break that down as quickly as I possibly can. Essentially, we, with the $200,000, will get a hard money loan, and I'll explain why, but there's reasons. We need to move quickly, essentially, is the reason, and a couple others. But yeah, a hard money loan with 10% down. So at the end of the day, we'll end up with the property and about $350,000 in operating capital because the property purchase price is $750,000. With that $350,000 in operating capital, we do three main things. The very first thing we will do is basically improve and reopen the farm stand, which I had open in 2020. I didn't open it last year, but during 2020 I did quite well with that. And we are not here, but up by the barns, where the barns are, right on a very busy main highway. It's a Vermont state highway. There's thousands of cars that drive by per day, and there's lots of people in this area that love supporting local farms and buying high quality local food, which is what we're all about doing, and so much more. But that's really the cornerstone of this project, right? It's a farm. We're going to produce foods, but we're also going to produce advanced technologies, solutions, and products like bioplastics, hemp, and building materials, and all that other really cool stuff. But bringing it back to reality and what the opportunity is right now, and what we're doing with the money: open up the store, get it staffed, get some inventory in there, not just from the products that we produce here at the farm, but also local products from the Wagyu beef farm in Westford, from Trent's sourdough bread, from Adam's turkey farm. There's multiple different farms in this town alone that would gladly sell their products in our store collaboratively with us. And over time, we can obviously produce more and more products that we can serve there as well. Our own honey, maple syrup, CBD products, and even THC products eventually. And then we can talk about that in the future. But that's the primary thing we'll be doing with some of the money. And I can break down the details of that down below. It's projected that the store could profit between $500 and $1,000 a day within just a few weeks of opening them up, primarily because of the access to market, the busyness of the road, and the interest in these types of things locally here. The next real big piece of revenue generating opportunity is to set up just camping sites on this epic property. It's 84 acres. We have 3/4 mile of river frontage. There's apple tree orchards, 3 historic barns, brand new greenhouse, which I built in 2019. And we can actually make good money renting out just camping spots, believe it or not. The numbers are real, they're attractive, and it will happen. We will generate positive cash flow because of the wow factor of this property, honestly. And then beyond just camping sites, the next evolution is to build hempcrete tiny homes. Now, I've been building with hempcrete since 2014. I actually helped build the first hempcrete house, or maybe it was the second hempcrete house, whatever, it doesn't matter, first or second. One of the very first hempcrete houses in all of Colorado back in 2014 with the Hemp Industry Association. That's where I first learned about how to work with hempcrete, but I've been studying it for many, many years and know all the top leaders in the hempcrete space globally. And we can host hempcrete building workshops here at the farm, where we have 10 to 15 or even 20 people show up and pay anywhere from $400 to $600 for an intensive workshop where we, from start to finish, build a finished hempcrete tiny home on a hay wagon or a trailer, and then bring it from the workshop, which is in the barn, out to the property where we have the eco villages. We can set up different zones. That's the plan. I have a permaculture master plan for the property. I've been studying permaculture since I first learned about it from David Holmgren back in, 2002 probably. I've got his book from then, and so excited to implement those longer term permanent plantings and permaculture practices of putting in permanent plantings of fruit trees, nut trees, berries, etc., all of which we can raise profitably and turn into high quality retail products by putting in a small commercial kitchen. Now, I'm not saying all that stuff is going to be done with the first $350,000 operating capital, of course, but a good amount of it is, and I have a specific strategy and roadmap and plan where each thing will happen in concessions, so we don't get diluted and distracted, right? So that we can actually incrementally make progress holistically and grow organically with this land and with this ecosystem and with this community, right? So beyond those three main revenue drivers, and the obvious of the retail sales of products like the Eat More Hemp products and Biota. Now, to clarify, you're not getting a fractional ownership in those companies. I can't do that with just a $10,000 investment from you. Your $10,000 investment in this TribeVest is really a fractional ownership opportunity in the property and the revenues that the property generates. So to clarify, if say my elderberry CBD product from Biota buys its raw materials from the farm, that revenue goes to the farm, and then the Biota revenue is separate. That's a separate company. I hope that's clear. I think it's clear enough, but no worries. It all explained in writing down below and in the financial presentation that I have for you. So yeah, I've been going on 7 minutes here. I have a lot to share. This is just really just the tip of the iceberg, but there's opportunity to generate revenue here year round. As you probably know, Vermont is a very popular tourist destination. We are very accessible. We're only 25 minutes from Burlington, which is great. We're only an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from Montreal, 3.5 hour drive from Boston. It's accessible, and the wow factor again of the farm is what would drive some of that revenue for the reservations in both the camping and the Hemp Creek tiny homes and the Hemp Creek workshops for that matter. Let's see, what else should I cover in this quick video? I mean, it's probably good enough. If you have any questions, please feel free to chat with me. The chat box below. You can text me. We can set up a time to call and go over details. Again, I already have 13 of the 20. At this time, it looks like we'll probably only be accepting the 20. As a group, we might decide to accept more, but at this time, it's cut off at 20. So if you are interested, hurry up. I think, that's a good one more quick thing to add to this. I would say that in these precarious times with, and I'm done. I'm not pressuring you. It's not a sales pitch on this or anything else. It's just this is just facts. We know the world is more screwed up than ever. Inflation's out of control. There's uncertain times ahead. Supply chain issues, food system issues. This is a level of a very high level, very important level of security for potentially for you and your family. If the shit really did hit the fan, Here Together Farm would be here, and you'd be a fractional owner. It may take a little bit more investment beyond the 10 grand for to have accommodations for you here or whatever else, but it's doable, and it's doable on an affordable level, and we have the infrastructure now to produce food that could keep us all alive and well. So that's just the last quick tidbit I want to add to this. It's starting to get dark. Kind of wanted to strip down and jump in the river, but I'll turn the video off that. Yeah. Got weird. No, love you guys. You're awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me rattle on. You probably didn't even get this far, but if you did, you rock, and peace out. Blaze on, guys. See you on the flip side.